is Aaron Sherrod. I'm the General Sales Manager at Priority Toyota Springfield. Being part of the Lithia Auto Group, we have 4 core values that we implement with all of our clients, all of our employees. We take pride in those 4 core values. First of all is earn customers for life. Second, take personal ownership. Third, continuous improvement. And fourth, have fun. Part of earn customers for life and being part of the Priority Group, we provide every single client that purchases a new or used vehicle, as long as it's 7 years or newer and under 83,000 miles, lifetime engine guarantee. That means we will guarantee your engine for the lifetime of ownership of that vehicle. In addition, we also provide state inspections for the life of that vehicle. That is a key part in establishing a relationship that's going to start today and will last through 5 years, 10 years, for as long as you own that vehicle. Hi, my name is Aaron Sherrod. I'm the General Sales Manager at Priority Toyota Springfield. Being part of the Lithia Auto Group, we have 4 core values that we implement with all of our clients.
Hi, my name is Logan McIntosh. I'm a client advisor here with Priority Toyota Springfield. And today, we're going to be talking about the all-new 2025 4Runner TRD Sport Premium. For 2025, this vehicle is being powered by a 4-cylinder turbo, or optional on 6 of the trims is a 4-cylinder turbo hybrid. This vehicle here, as seen in Heritage Blue, is coming with a 20-inch alloy wheel, TRD Sport tuned suspension, and one of our great accessories available on this truck is the Predator drop step. In classic 4Runner fashion, this new generation still has the power sliding rear window. This one is equipped with the tow technology package, which is going to provide you the digital rear view mirror and the trailer backup guide. And this truck will tow you 6,000 pounds. This vehicle is coming with our black Softex interior, both heated and ventilated seats, a heated steering wheel, sunroof, JBL sound system, and your Flex JBL speaker to take wherever you need to go, your 14-inch center screen, and wireless phone charger. Also coming standard on this trim is the front and rear parking assist, as well as a all-new power liftgate. And similar to prior generations, this model is available with the 3rd row in the SR5 and limited trims. If you're ready to take on a new adventure with a new Toyota, stop by Priority Toyota in Springfield, set up a test drive, and we can go places. Hi everybody, my name is Logan McIntosh. I'm a client advisor here with Priority Toyota Springfield. And today, we're going to be talking about the all-new 2025 4Runner TRD Sport Premium. For 2025, this vehicle is being powered by a 4-cylinder turbo, or optional on 6 of the trims is a 4-cylinder turbo hybrid. This vehicle here, as seen in Heritage Blue, is coming with a 20-inch alloy wheel, TRD Sport tuned suspension, and one of our great accessories available on this truck is the Predator drop step. In classic 4Runner fashion, this new generation still has the power sliding rear window. This one is equipped with the tow technology package, which is going to provide you the digital rear view mirror and the trailer backup guide. And this truck will tow you 6,000 pounds. This vehicle is coming with our black Softex interior, both heated and ventilated seats, a heated steering wheel, sunroof, JBL sound system, and your Flex JBL speaker to take wherever you need to go, your 14-inch center screen, and wireless phone charger. Also coming standard on this trim is the front and rear parking assist, as well
Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting iteration of DMV Sports Media live on YouTube. This is our coverage of the UPSL DMV South Premier. It is Doradus hosting Lynchburg City in one of the top matches we've seen thus far this season. Lynchburg City sitting towards the top of the table, are on the road today against a Doradus side that has been so close in so many of their matches. They're a bit lower down the table, but could easily be one of the top three teams if just a couple moments had gone their way. I think today is the day we might see things come together for them as they defend their home turf, John R. Lewis Stadium here in Springfield, Virginia, against the invaders, Lynchburg City. Let us know where you're watching from. Are you a Lynchburg fan, a Doradus fan, or just passing through? Regardless, we welcome you, and we're so glad to have you with us here on DMV Sports Media, live on YouTube. I'm Noah Walker, but you will have the joy and the pleasure of hearing from my co-broadcaster today, Mr. Joshua, on the mic. Without further ado, let's hear from some of the sponsors and partners who have made today possible. Check out the Toyota here in Springfield. And then we will get into starting lineups and the match kickoff. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel.
Of our employees, we take pride in those four core values. First of all is earn customers for life. Second, take personal ownership. Third, continuous improvement. And fourth, have fun. Part of earn customers for life and being part of the priority group, we provide every single client that purchases a new or used vehicle, as long as it's 7 years or newer and under 83,000 miles, lifetime engine guarantee. That means we will guarantee your engine for the lifetime of ownership of that vehicle. In addition, we also provide state inspections for the life of that vehicle. That is a key part in establishing a relationship that's going to start today and will last through 5 years, 10 years, for as long as you own that vehicle. Hi, my name is Aaron.
All new power liftgate. And similar to prior generations, this model is available with the third row in the SR5 and limited trims. If you're ready to take on a new adventure with a new Toyota, stop by Priority Toyota in Springfield, set up a test drive, and we can go places. Hi everybody, my name is Logan McIntosh. I'm a client advisor here with Priority Toyota Springfield, and today we're going to be talking about the all-new 2025 4Runner TRD Sport Premium.
Off with your hands.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, to walk out the anthem and then match time here, John R. Lewis.
See how the audio is? Can you see it's touching the mic a little bit? everybody, thank you for tuning in. I will be taking over from Mr. Noah there. As he recounted, we have Doradus versus Lynchburg in this UPSL South. We're in the B division today.
B conference.
We're in the
UPSL
B
Premier.
Yes. All right, yes, we're in that UPSL South B division today. Doradus, as Noah recounted, having a couple unlucky results not go their way recently, but looking to bounce back here against a good Lynchburg side. We'll just be starting up here in a few minutes. Anybody has any predictions, please throw them in the chat. For the starters tonight for each side, Lynchburg, Thomas Viscuso in goal, Zach Langer left back, both center backs Benjamin Velasquez and William Casey, right back Benjamin Grise, double pivot in the midfield of Alex, and bear with me, this Polish pronunciation, Alex Krychowiak at center defensive mid, number 6, number 16 next to him in the midfield, center defensive mid Felipe Rodriguez. Getting into the attackers, left wing Kendall Brooks Walker, number 10 for Lynchburg, Luke Eberly. And those last two, we have Kyle Garnett going for the Golden Boot across the UPSL division, as well as Nick Fitzgerald up front. On to Doradus, mainstay Jack Pinson in goal. Back line of Christian Estrada, Quincy Marshall, Edwin Guevara, and Brendan Luna. And we're just going to stop that for one moment, make sure we're ready for this timer. Referees are just making sure everything's looking apart. Lynchburg kicking off in that black kit from the left to the right. Doradus in the white from that right to the left. And we're kicking off here. That double pivot for Lynchburg back there, just controlling possession so far. Luke Eberly's coming quite deep. Build-up play for this side. Makes its way through the midfield for Lynchburg. They're looking to break. Nick Fitzgerald plays it down the line to his left back. Langer plays it in. It beats the first man, but still bobbling the box. Doradus looked to clear. Makes its way down the line, and that's gonna go out of play. It's gonna go out of play for David Franco there. Thought he had a counterattack, but the AR on this side had a different view of it. Lynchburg are going to restart here, but give it right back to Doradus. Good ball in. Commentator cursed there. Not the best ball. That was Quincy Marshall looking to play it out of the back line there. Lynchburg do not regain possession off of that throw. Doradus looking for options, ball down the line. Lynchburg are dealing with these entry balls from Doradus very well. No real concern on Lynchburg as of yet. William Casey's going to play that back to his keeper, Thomas Viscuso. Good outlet ball. Great ball in over the top. It's going to be offsides. Number 2 for Lynchburg. That's going to be Nick Fitzgerald offsides on that call. Lynchburg definitely looking the more lively to start this match. Lynchburg again just dealing with that Doradus free kick quite handily. Thomas Viscuso under pressure. Plays it out beautifully to his fullback. Driving up the field, Langer. Down the line to Brooks. Brooks is driving into the box. He has a shot across goal. Just wide on that far post. I don't think the keeper had it covered. If he kept that in, that was 1-0 to Lynchburg there. Really good start for Lynchburg. Jack Pinson's just going to restart here, hoping to build a little bit of possession. It's been all Lynchburg through these first couple of minutes here. It's a good out ball. Pasmino. Langer plays that ball in over the top to Luke Eberly. Surveying his options, going down the line. He's taken down in the box, but there's no issue with the call. More so if it's a corner or a goal kick there. Looks like referee's given the corner. And just to get through some of those Doradus starting 11, well, we have a second, number 11, William Lopez, 10, Eob Balachu, 7, Abdul Kabani, 14, David Franco, 6, Nathan Pasmino, 22, Rashid, 3, Brendan Luna. Ball in for Lynchburg, saved by Jack Pinson. It's not quite cleared, ball's gonna go back in. Just tipped over the bar for Jack Pinson there. He's not going to be very happy with his back line for some of that corner defense there. He's been under a lot of pressure these first 5 minutes. Lastly, to finish that Doradus starting 11, number 8, Farouk Admi. But Nathan Pasmino is going to put this one in for Lynchburg. Into the back post. Striked! As always, going over. 2 good chances for Lynchburg to start this match. Only 5 minutes in. Doradus are really going to need something, anything, to build some momentum here. Jack Pinson. Abdul Kabani wins that in the midfield. Good switch. No one on the receiving end. Just played into the right space there. No one was able to get onto the end of that. Rashid in the midfield played that over. Doradus just need a spell of possession here just to gain some confidence. Cleared into the midfield by Lynchburg. They win that second ball. Doradus win it right back. Rashid in the midfield. Plays it into his center backs. Brendan Luna on the ball here, left back. Good clearance there by Lynchburg. Still not fully cleared. Doradus getting a little bit into the game now. It's going to go right back out of play for Doradus throw. Ball in. That's going to be a handball on William Lopez there. Thomas Viscuso with a big switch. Doradus looking to regain possession, but right out of play, back for a Lynchburg throw-in. Looking to press in that final third and maybe get something in that Lynchburg final third, but once again, Lynchburg possession. Definitely have had the lion's share of the ball so far, as well as the chances. Nathan Pazmino over it. Brooks wins the header on that far side. Makes its way back into Jack Pinson. Doradus are going to restart here. Cabani's going to chase that down. Lynchburg looking to play it into the midfield. It's just going to go out of play on Luke Eberly there. William Lopez picks that up over his man. Back into his fullback, but Lynchburg are pressing him. Once again, back into Lynchburg possession here. Oh, apologies. They got a ball much quicker than I anticipated. Ball in for Lynchburg down this far side. Good clearance there by Doradus. Number 14 is going to pick that up for Lynchburg. Foul on William Lopez. A little too excited on that press. Nathan Pazmino with the restart. Pazmino is going to sit very deep for this Lynchburg side. Ayubs picks that up. Doesn't get the ball in behind for Abdul Kabani there. Nick Fitzgerald, good outlet on that ball there, but Rashid picks that up for Doradus. Looks to play it in behind. William Lopez is going to chase that down. Signs of life from Doradus there, finally getting the counterattack and in that Lynchburg final third. Luna with the ball in. Doesn't beat the first man. Lynchburg clear their lines, but doesn't make it to a Lynchburg player. Doradus are going to play that back in. Cleared, but not fully. Just across goal there by Nathan Pazmino. Apologies, I've been calling the Lynchburg 6 Nathan Pazmino. That is Alex Krychowiak. Nathan Pazmino with a great chance there. But it's going to go back to Lynchburg. Lynchburg with a big scare there, a chance almost out of nothing for Doradus. Pressured out of play, once Doradus throw in. Krychowiak. Good pressure there by Pazmino on Krychowiak. Willie Lopez wins the ball back for Doradus. Good switch of play. Edwin Guevara, that left center back, driving into the midfield. Makes its way to Abdul Kabani. Looking for the switch. Not exactly where he'd like it. It's cleared by Lynchburg. Lynchburg definitely looking the more threatening side. Driving Fitzgerald, my apologies. And that's just going to go wide. Doesn't test Jack Pinson whatsoever in that goal. Ball played into the midfield. Good win there by, I believe that was Felipe Rodriguez. Luke Eberle. Good challenge there by Doradus, but don't have possession. Luke Eberle is going to pick that right back up. Gone out of play on that far side. Abdul Kabani, Rashid. Great switch there by Lynchburg. I don't know if that was entirely purposeful, but it made its way over. Willie Lopez wins it back for Doradus. Just going to hold it up for a moment. It's again sloppy from Doradus. Lynchburg driving down that left-hand side. Brooks cuts inside. It's great defending there. Lynchburg looked to break again, but that final pass is not going to make its way through. That was Quincy Marshall with that challenge just before that crucial challenge. Jack Pinson must have had at least 5 goal kicks by now. Is going to lash that into about the 55-yard line. It's a foul in the midfield. It's going back Lynchburg's way. Krychowiak. Good entry ball in. Just a little too much physicality for the referee's liking from Edwin Guevara. Good opportunity for a free kick here for Lynchburg. It's not too out of range for a shot here. But one would assume this is going to be played into some of his teammates here. Krychowiak steps up for Lynchburg, about 27 yards out. On target. Straight into the keeper's arms. Not going to test Jack Pinson there. Luna, poor ball. But Doradus pick it right back up though. And it's out of play there on David Franco. Ball back in for Lynchburg down this left-hand side. Brooks. He's got 2 men on him. Goes down the line. Ball into the box. No one's there for him. William Lopez is all the way back. Lynchburg pick it right back up though in that Doradus 18. Eberle tries to squeeze it right past that front post area, but Edwin Guevara, great piece of defending. It's going to be a Lynchburg corner. It's going to be Krychowiak on that. Again, apologies for calling Krychowiak Pazmino for those first couple of minutes. Krachowiak, back post. It's won by Lynchburg into the box, but Doradus are able to clear their lines. Willie Lopez takes his man on down this left-hand side. It's not Willie Lopez, David Franco, my apologies. But he's gonna lose possession there anyways to Lynchburg. Eberly, Lynchburg drives. Oh, and that's just past the far post. Again, another great chance there by Lynchburg. Here, we can get a replay of that. Great chance there by Lynchburg. Flashed across goal. I don't think Jack Pinson had that covered. If that was just a few inches down to that bottom left-hand corner. But Doradus restart here. Pasmino tries to play that out, but it's picked up by Brooks on that left wing. Plays it into Krachowiak in the midfield, has a strike. Guevara ends up getting in the way of that. It's gonna make its way back to the Lynchburg back line. Played through the lines for Lynchburg into Luke Eberly. Plays it down the line into space. Fitzgerald tries to chase that down. It's going to be up for a Doradus throw-in. What was it? Chris Estrada. Ball in for Doradus. Good header there, but goes right back to Doradus. Luna has got space. It's going to go back to his center backs. Rashid into Guevara. Looking to just link up down that left-hand side to break that press, but his pass is just not accurate enough for Doradus to start this match. Casey, errant pass, Abdul Kabani's chasing it down. It's a great save there by Thomas Viscuso, being put under pressure. Viscuso again plays that out to his right back. It's a big touch. Oh, it's number 2, Benjamin Grease. Grease. Errant from Lynchburg there. Rashid's gonna take a shot. Blocked. It's gonna drop to Pasmino. Make it around all those Lynchburg black jerseys in the box. And Lynchburg looking to break here, playing Fitzgerald in behind. Miscommunication there by the defender and the keeper. And that's a foul off the ball on Doradus. Oh, on Lynchburg, my apologies. Fitzgerald and Guevara just getting into a physicality duel there. Guevara cleared by that Lynchburg backline right into Luke Eberly. Rashid's pressing him down. It's going to lead to his teammate Abdul Kabani picking that up. Played into the midfield. Luna searching ball over the top to Willie Lopez. Miscommunication there from the back line. Almost ends up with a big mistake for Lynchburg back there. Good pressure from Doradus to pick that up. Abdul Kabani, Pasmino, in behind to Willie Lopez. Tries to get around the keeper. Lynchburg trying to clear their lines. A lot of pressure these last few minutes. Krychowiak in the grease. Eberly. Lynchburg just a little more calm with their possession. That conduit in the midfield for Lynchburg, Krychowiak. Brooks. I think Fitzgerald knew he was offsides there. Jack Pinson must have had the most amount of touches for Doradus so far. Good link up in the midfield for Doradus. As I say that, Lynchburg picked that right back up. Luke Eberly, about the 25-yard or 15-yard line. Got a lot of Lynchburg jerseys in that area. Krychowiak. Kyle Garnett, one of the leading goal scorers in the UPSL this year. Haven't been able to say his name all too much, but I believe he did have that chance that just fizzed by that far post. He's going to be disappointed not to have added to his goal scoring tally tonight so far, but going down this right-hand side, Kyle Garnett's going to work for a corner there. Krychowiak is going to be the main set piece taker for this Lynchburg side, it seems. Top of the box. Still with Lynchburg, my apologies. Brooks tries it from about the 18-yard line there. Not the 18-yard line, the 18-yard box. Again, not testing Jack Pinson so far. It's only had to make about one more difficult save, I'd have to say. Grease wins the header into Kyle Garnett. But Luna wins that. Abdul Kabani's coming deep. Doesn't go exactly where he wants to, but Quincy Marshall is there to sweep it up. Pazmino down the right-hand side. Good link up so far for Doradus on this. Plays it into Willie Lopez. Abdul Kabani picks it up. He's got options. Ball into the box. And it's a little too high and far there for Ayub Balachu. Apologies if there's some mispronunciations here. But probably the second best attack of the match so far for Doradus. Ball out of the back for Lynchburg. Rashid looks to clear it. Fitzgerald picks it up on that left-hand side. Links up with Eberly. Eberly driving into the box. Stumbles. Doradus are going to pick that up. Willie Lopez coming real deep here. Brendan Luna. Willie Lopez. It's been a bright spark for this Doradus side so far. Rashid just sitting in the base of midfield. Good link up by Ayub. It's a little too strong, and Lynchburg are going to pick that right back up. Casey. Krychowiak. Errant pass there. Safely makes its way back to Viscuso, and Lynchburg looking to break here. Kyle Garnett. Look to play the ball in on that left-hand side. It doesn't clear the first man from Doradus. And he ends up winning possession, giving it right back to Lynchburg. Krachowiak into Brooks. Brooks in behind to Fitzgerald. Right at Pinson, but it's not cleared. Grease is picking this up. It's a good deflection out of play there for Luna. Lynchburg knocking on the door these first 27 minutes. Had several good chances. Ball in. Into that back post area once again. Lynchburg have been hitting all those corners into that back post. They pick it back up though. Deflects out of play for another Lynchburg corner here. Had to have had at least 7-8 so far. Ball in for Lynchburg. It doesn't end up making it to oncoming attackers there. It's right over the bar. Jack Pinson's gonna restart. Deep ball to play in Willie Lopez. Grease deals with it quite well. Poor ball though. David Franco's gonna pick that up for Doradus. Ball in. Willie Lopez with the head. First shot on target here for Doradus. It's a good chance. Gotta take a couple more of those chances. Just play some balls into the box. Play some balls over the top. Ayub pressing that down, but Lynchburg play right through it. Kyle Garnett coming deep to receive into Krachowiak. Fitzgerald down this right-hand side for Lynchburg. Looks at his options. Looks to cut inside, but thought that was a corner there. It was great defending by Edwin Guevara. First of all, stifle that attack and get it out of play on Fitzgerald there. Jack Pinson with the restart in and about the 30th minute. 15 minutes about in this first half. Some more great distribution there by Jack Pinson. And Rashid's gonna play this over to Luna. Abdul Kabani is a little too strong on his chest. It's gonna make its way back to Abdul Kabani, but once again, just an errant touch. He's gonna want that one back. Benjamin Grease here for Lynchburg. David Franco pressure in that. It's going to result in a Doradus throw-in. Brendan Luna. Pasmino just keeping possession for his Doradus side. Luna looks to get that in behind, but it's cleared by Lynchburg. Rashid picks it up, driving, holds it up, back into Willie Lopez. Willie Lopez has a strike. It's deflected, but not cleared, but finally cleared deep into the stands. Rather be safe than sorry. Lynchburg just definitely playing it safe in that back line. Not getting too cute. Abdul Kabani has played off that throw-in, but it's a little too short, and Grease picks that up. Seems he did go out of possession there, and it's gonna be a Doradus throw. Doradus just allowing some bodies to get up into the box here. Luna going for that long throw. Referee unhappy with something off of the ball here. Maybe a little push in. Is there somebody on the keeper? Oh, yellow card. Yellow card for Lynchburg's talisman in midfield. Is that Krachowiak or is that on the keeper? Not too sure. We'll have to double check who that was on at halftime. But I'd say it's either between the keeper or Krachowiak, given those reactions. Also, shout out Milton Juarez in the chat. Great Doradus center midfielder. I know they could absolutely use Mr. Milton Juarez in the midfield today. But Doradus are managing, growing into the game. Rashid with the long throw. Not as quite long as he'd like, but it's going to make its way back to him. Ball in. Doesn't make it past the first man. It's going to be another throw in and about that same area. Long throw once again. Into Guevara. David Franco at the top of the box. Has a strike. It was always rising, unfortunately, but again, good momentum here from Doradus, building to end this first half. Also, quick shout out to any mothers. Happy Mother's Day. Viscuso. Aya Balachu's gonna pick that out. Doesn't fully get it. Possession continues to change hands here. Doradus, though, finally picking it up fully. Luna. Ball over the top into Willie Lopez. Casey looks to clear. It's not fully cleared. Grease, his fullback, looking to come help him back. Abdul Kabani and David Franco going to put good pressure on the ball. And it's going to work out for him. It's going to be a Doradus throw in about that 35-yard line. Doradus definitely getting more energy and momentum as this game goes on. Luna. Flicked on by Pazmino. Willie Lopez. Ball into the box. And that was almost a fantastic chance there by Doradus. It was flicked on by, it seems, David Franco into... Can't get the exact number on that right winger there on the right side, but almost a fantastic chance there. It was that second man that was offsides on that ball through. Doradus again getting a lot of momentum. Lynchburg was absolutely in terms of possession and chances, and Doradus are coming back here. Kabani, Willie Lopez, Pazmino. Out wide. Ayo Balachu chasing that down the right-hand side. Can he get a ball into the box? And the assistant referee on that side is going to call a throw in. He must have just snuck out of play for Ayo Balachu. Ball in for Lynchburg. Great ball from that back line into Fitzgerald. It's just a couple inches too far on that outline. Doradus picked that right back up. Errant touch off the throw-in. Gonna give it right to Lynchburg. Lynchburg looked to break here. Luna doesn't fully clear it. And that's a good header there by Casey. David Franco with good little trickery there, but he's got only black jerseys around him, and Lynchburg picked that right back up. Luke Eberly. Ayo Balachu chasing down the Lynchburg man. Kyle Garnett's going to pick this up on the left-hand side. Krychowiak into Casey. Grease. Brooks. Brooks not getting the better of Luna this time. Benjamin Grease into Krychowiak. Back into Krychowiak. David Franco looking to pick it up. He cannot reach it. Felipe Rodriguez in that midfield for Lynchburg, tidying things together. Here's Krychowiak. Errant pass by Krychowiak. It's a heavy challenge there between. I think it's a. That's going to be called back on Doradus. A little too aggressive by Nathan Pazmino, the referee deems. Just a little bit of deliberation between the head official and that AR on the far side. I don't know if they're discussing possibly a card. Seems as though all forgiven for the time being. Head official just giving the explanation to Nathan Pazmino there. Sweet Zach Langer over the ball. Krychowiak. It's not one, but down to Felipe Rodriguez. Surrounded by Doradus jerseys, and it's going to be a foul right at that 18-yard line. And Edwin Guevara is going to get a yellow card for kicking that ball after the whistle. Let's see who we have over the ball here. Doesn't seem to be Krychowiak. Not Kyle Garnett. Lynchburg looking to get ready for this free kick. Another great opportunity. Be great momentum to take into this second half. Only about 4 minutes left. If they could get a goal here. Seems to be Fitzgerald. No. Ball taken. Doesn't beat that Doradus wall. It's going to go out for a Lynchburg corner. Have to be approaching at least 10 first half corners here for Lynchburg. Doradus have played close into Kyle Garnett. Caught me a little off guard there, apologies. Krychowiak in the danger zone. Langer gets his head on it, but it's not the exact connection he'd like. Jack Pinson with a great throw there, in stride into Ayo Balachu. Cleared into Jack Pinson. He's outside his box. Fitzgerald has it. Pinson's out of his box. And it's somehow deflected there by Edwin Guevara. How has Lynchburg not gotten a goal there? Willie Lopez still looking to clear their lines for Doradus. And it's still Doradus ball here. Very scary moments there for that Doradus back line. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in. And now I see about 27 of you. There's 10 likes in here. 27 of you, I would hope for 27 likes, please, and thank you. Brendan Luna's gonna, not yet, he's gone a little too far for the referee's liking. Brendan Luna, out of play, gonna be another Doradus throw. Probably a little closer to where Brendan Luna would have liked originally. Luna into Abdul Kabani, looks to flick it on, doesn't get anywhere, and William Casey's able to clear that for Lynchburg. It's going to make its way into this Doradus backline. Quincy Marshall plays that all the way up the field. Great control there by Willie Lopez. And just a little too much arm tussling there, Willie Lopez on Krychowiak. Benjamin Grease. Searching ball over the top. Ball in for Lynchburg. William Casey. Velasquez. Viscuso. Deep ball into Kyle Garnett. It's good defending by the Doradus fullback. Viscuso. Grease not able to keep that in. Doradus throw in about this 30-yard line. Coming down to the last seconds of this first half, plus maybe some added time. Lynchburg, though, looking to break. Luke Eberle picks it right back up off of that ball that didn't make it through. Langer driving into the midfield. Continues to drive, switches it over to Brooks on that right wing, sizes his man up, goes outside, and he's gone down in the box, and the referee is not having it. Krychowiak picks it up, strike, does not make its way past those Doradus white jerseys there. Looks like we might be held goalless going into the half. Pasmino, Pinson, more great distribution from Pinson to play Kabani in behind. William Casey deals with that quite easily. Benjamin Grease. Be going into the second half any moment, but Doradus looking to get something just before the break. Brendan Luna into Abdul Kabani, holds it up. Hey, big touch there, lets him down. Lynchburg look to break here. Luke Eberle on that left-hand side. He's got Lynchburg jerseys roaming with him. Felipe Rodriguez, just too big of a touch there. And that will bring to a close our first half between Doradus and Lynchburg in this UPSL DMV South B group. Lion's share of the chance is definitely going to Lynchburg. Kyle Garnett almost adding to his UPSL goal scoring form here. Just fizzed it right past that far post. But we will be going into the break here. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you everybody for liking. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and we will be back in and around 5-10 minutes. We're just gonna have a couple ads play for you here.
I'm the General Sales Manager at Priority Toyota Springfield. Being part of the Lithia Auto Group, we have 4 core values that we implement with all of our clients, all of our employees. We take pride in those 4 core values. First of all is earn customers for life. Second, take personal ownership. Third, continuous improvement. And fourth, have fun. Part of earn customers for life and being part of the Priority Group, we provide every single client that purchases a new or used vehicle, as long as it's 7 years or newer and under 83,000 miles, lifetime engine guarantee. That means we will guarantee your engine for the lifetime of ownership of that vehicle. In addition, we also provide state inspections for the life of that vehicle. That is a key part in establishing a relationship that's going to start today and will last through 5 years, 10 years, for as long as you own that vehicle.
This vehicle is being powered by a 4-cylinder turbo, or optional on 6 of the trims is a 4-cylinder turbo hybrid. This vehicle here, as seen in Heritage Blue, is coming with a 20-inch alloy wheel, TRD Sport Tune suspension, and one of our great accessories available on this truck is the Predator drop step. In classic 4Runner fashion, this new generation still has the power sliding rear window. This one is equipped with the
All right, hello everybody. Welcome in to this second half of this UPSL DMV South B matchup between Doradus and Lynchburg City. As you can see, goalless going into this second half. Lynchburg absolutely having the lion's share of the chances. Forcing a couple good saves out of Jack Pinson in that Doradus goal. Doradus, though, building momentum as that first half went on. Definitely had a couple good chances. Just need to have some of that momentum build into this second half. Lynchburg started that first half very well. Doradus hoping just to keep up the energy to start this second half and match that Lynchburg energy. So we're starting up in a moment here. Referee's just making sure everything's looking right. Doradus kicking off this second half in that white kit from the left to right. Lynchburg in the black, right to left. We'll be starting up here in a second or so. There we are. Doradus, it's just a game of volleyball to start this second half. It seems Edwin Guevara in the Pasmino. Lynchburg tracked that down quite well. Possession just continues to change hands first couple seconds of this second half. Willie Lopez, hopeful ball from Andrew Terra there. Doesn't make its way fully through, but as I say that, Lynchburg pick it right back up. Driving. This ball's a little behind Fitzgerald, but makes its way back to the recipient. Trying to find some space in and around the 18-yard box. Luke Eberle is going to recycle possession back into Krychowiak and Langer. Great challenge by Willie Lopez. He's done a lot of great defensive work from that front line, coming real deep. Seems he's been pushed a little back into the midfield now, just to help out. Discuso. Benjamin Velasquez. He's got some space. Ball over the top into Fitzgerald. It's not fully cleared yet, but Jack Pinson. Just a little too much pressure there by Fitzgerald, getting in the way of Edwin Guevara and Jack Pinson there. No card, but it's definitely going to want to be a little more careful. Jack Pinson, again with a great ball. Doesn't make its way into a Doradus attacker. Lynchburg going to pick this right back up. Luke Eberle. Velasquez, Eberle. Seems that's Kyle Garnett on that right wing, coming quite deep to receive. Felipe tries to play that ball in. It's received, but Lynchburg attacker gets a little too cute with it, and Edwin Guevara is going to look to clear his lines. And that's a bit of a commentator curse right there. Guevara loses possession right out of play, and it's going to be a Lynchburg throw-in on that far side. Definitely a little less hectic to start this second half. Lynchburg, with the win here, jump up to first in this UPSL DMV South B group. Just a game behind league leaders. Ball in. Just a little bit of pushing and shoving in the box there. Referee's gonna give both sides a talking to here, just try to understand what happened. All right, Lynchburg are gonna restart here on that throw-in. Long throw into the box. Luke Eberle. Not quite as long as they'd like it, but it's gonna be another throw-in and around that corner area for Lynchburg. They're gonna take it quick. beats the keeper and the first man. Jack Pinson very lucky that didn't drop to a Lynchburg attacker, let alone player there. At least five feet out of his goal there. It's a little audacious, but gets through it. Ball into Kabani, but he's not able to hold that up, and Krychowiak's going to pick that up in the midfield for Lynchburg. Just recycling possession with his midfield partner there. Plays it through the lines. Felipe Rodriguez drives, takes a shot. Again, had a good amount of chances so far for this Lynchburg side. Nothing really testing Jack Pinson in that Doradus goal so far. Pazmino. Guevara not with 100% clearance there, and Lynchburg once again picked that up, dominating the ball so far in this second half, as they did to start that first half. Langer. Doradus much more reserved in their press, just letting Lynchburg have the ball. Eberle linking up down that right-hand side. Just looking for options. Play it down the line. Luna doesn't get the clearance. It's played into the box. Fitzgerald trying to get some space. Ball back in. Brooks cleared. And Lynchburg are not going to be happy with themselves given that great opportunity there. I think Brooks could have done a little more at that far post. But again, they've kept consistent pressure to keep up this second half. Doradus look to build. It's been far too inconsistent with their passing. Lynchburg much more connected in possession. David Franco. Brooks is going to pick that up for Lynchburg, and it's going to be a foul. Andrew Tarrin. Krychowiak looks to play it quick, but he's going to play it into his midfield partner, Luke Eberle. Krychowiak a little soft on that, but his center back's able to step up. Felipe just fizzed in a little too strong there for the right winger. That is number 3. Not seeing a number 3 on our rosters. Give me a moment, try to get that right winger there. I just have to wait for another stoppage there. But Jack Pinson, more great distribution, plays it about 60 yards. Makes its way over the top to Fitzgerald, and he's going to be offsides there. Almost made something out of nothing. Lynchburg definitely looking the more likely to open up the scoring here, but as we know, anything can happen. Doradus definitely having a couple good chances in that first half, albeit not having much of the possession or the chances comparatively. It's going to be Edwin Guevara over the ball. A little bit of arguments about who that went off on, but main official goes Lynchburg's way. Langer into Krychowiak. Picked up easily by Doradus. It's David Franco. Brendan Luna on that left-hand side, driving. Kabani back into Franco. Doradus linking up wonderfully down this left-hand side. Kabani with the ball in. No one. It's a little too far for Pazmino's liking down that right-hand side. Again, just some of those final passes for Doradus just haven't been what they needed. Taryn wins that header for Doradus. Looks like Christian Estrada came on in that right back position for Doradus, number 26. Kabani's played in though, can't get the touch on it. Lynchburg clear their lines. Guevara plays it right back in. Kabani looking to hold it up, does. Plays it down his line to Willie Lopez. That dealt with quite easily in the back line. That's going to be Benjamin Velasquez, that left center back for Lynchburg. William Casey, great line splitting ball. Felipe, beautiful build up here by Lynchburg, ball out wide. Holds it up. It's got Kyle Garnett. Doradus pick it up, but they look to break, and it's not going to make its way through. They do keep possession on that far side. Luna doesn't make its way to any Doradus player, and it's picked up by Lynchburg. They're driving, cuts inside. It's going to be a foul for Lynchburg in and around that 15-yard line. Good opportunity for a set piece here. Definitely not out of the range for a shot, but you'd think given the position, this could be played into that back post area. Looks like that main set piece taker, Krychowiak, number 6, standing over the ball. Got about 4 Lynchburg bodies lining up at that back post. Ball in. Back post, Luke Eberly, oh my. He has put that wide. He did not get the right connection he wanted on that. He is not going to be happy with that. Absolutely fantastic chance there by Lynchburg. Could easily had 2-3 at this point by now. They just have not taken their chances, and Doradus are still alive. Guevara can't clear. Pressured hard by Fitzgerald. Plays it cutely behind him, but it's still Lynchburg's ball here. Lynchburg pressing. They know how big this result is. Again, takes them to the top of the UPSL DMV South B group. Looks as though he's getting a bit of a run up for a long throw here. Got several bodies in the box here for Lynchburg. Ball in. Eberly. Back to Eberly again. Strikes. Doesn't make its way past any Doradus defenders. Just holding on for their lives. And Kabani picks it up for him. Good link up. Just trying to keep it in play. Estrada, it's a great ball into David Franco. Franco links up with Kabani. Lopez drops to him. Have a shot. Velasquez is able to get in the way of that for Lynchburg. And the playmaker, Luke Eberly, is looking to play that up into Fitzgerald, but just out of his reach. Quincy Marshall. David Franco's been that outlet in the midfield for Doradus. Brendan Luna at that left back position, driving. He's got options. He's gonna play it inside. Into Andrew Taryn. And Christian Estrada. Looks like we have first substitution of the match here. Looks like Brendan Luna is coming off at that left back position. Christian Estrada is gonna switch his wings into that left back. And now over on this right hand side, we are gonna have Lionel Sanchez, right back. Lynchburg picked that up off the throw-in. It's a little aggressive in the midfield there, but Doradus needs some aggression. They pick it up. Pazmino got me a bit excited there. Dribbles its way out of play. Did not scare the keeper, Thomas Viscuso, whatsoever. And William Casey's going to reset here into Krychowiak. Kyle Garnett putting his back line under pressure. Viscuso needs to clear here. It's a good pickup by Taryn, but Brooks coming back and doing the dirty work for this Lynchburg side. Cuts in, taking on a couple men. Just gonna play it safely back, get into that conduit of the midfield, Krychowiak. Felipe drives, and that will be a foul around that 20-yard line on Andrew Taryn. Yellow card. There's 2 yellow cards in that back line so far for Doradus. Edwin Guevara, number 4, that left center back, and now Andrew Taryn. Gonna have to keep an eye on that as this match goes on. Krychowiak once again over this free kick. Lynchburg bodies lining up at that far post, but I don't know. I could absolutely see Krychowiak going for this. But given the position of his teammates there, I think he's just gonna dink that over the right hand side, maybe try to play it across goal, but we will see. Whistle blown. Over the top in that right hand side for Lynchburg. Able to get a touch on it, but it's gone a little too quick off that ball played in. He's going to be offsides. Coming down into about the last 27 minutes. Lynchburg need to get at least one goal here if they want to jump up to the top of the table. Doradus also. Win would take them out of the bottom 2. Draw would keep them there, at least for the time being. And as you know, a loss would not be too good for Doradus, starting off these first 4 games with 1 win, 1 draw, 2 losses. Lynchburg, 2 wins, 1 draw, undefeated to start this season. Not surprised given how well they're playing tonight, but they need to put the ball into the back of the goal. Apologies. Doradus just caught me a little off guard there. Willie Lopez was played over the top. He controlled it quite well, but just went a little too early, and the assistant referee is going to call that offsides. Thomas Viscuso is going to restart here for Lynchburg. Into Velasquez. Him and Casey back there have been an absolute brick wall. Just looking for something. Casey's gonna play it long into Felipe. Drops wonderfully for him. But Quincy Marshall's able to make its way all the way back there. But it will be a Lynchburg throw-in in this Doradus final third. As Kendall Brooks Walker, number 18, left winger. Lynchburg once again just gonna get some bodies into the box. Ball in. Not cleared. And that's 1-0 to Lynchburg. Number 3, who we sadly do, that is the one name on these rosters we do not have so far. I will get that for you, but 1-0 to Lynchburg. They're going to be ecstatic getting that goal finally. Just a little bit of pressure off of their back. And so far, that'll take them into the top of this UPSL DMV South B group. Let's see if we have number 3's name anywhere. Oh yeah. Mr. Cristobal Massanet on that right wing. It drops to him in the box and he absolutely lashes it. There's no chance for Jack Pinson there. Doradus could be a little disappointed there, given how easy it came. Just, you never want a ball drop into the box there, but that they've held on for about 65 minutes given all this Lynchburg possession. It is some feat for just that, I'll say. But look to restart here, about 25 minutes left, and maybe a couple of minutes added time. They could absolutely pull this back. Not played as clearly as you'd like, but Doradus keep possession. Abdul Kabani getting through a couple Lynchburg players there. They're gonna keep possession. Cristobal Massanet, absolute beautiful goal there. All he had to do was keep it on target, really, not hit it right at the keeper, but lashed it right into that bottom corner. Willie Lopez, as play restarts, Scott David Franco, he's gonna go himself. Willie, he's gonna go out wide into Estrada. Here's Guevara. Back into Willie Lopez. Just trying to create something out of nothing. These Lynchburg jerseys are swarming. Lynchburg look to go on the break. Fitzgerald in behind, one-on-one. And that is 2-0 Lynchburg in the matter of minutes. Gone from second place hopefuls to cruising comfortably in first place. And again, that is Fitzgerald with that second goal there. Doradus just losing a bit of concentration after that first goal. Going to be very disappointed to give up another one so quickly after that first one, as they, like I said, they held on so valiantly for about 65 minutes. Let's hope the floodgates don't open up here for Doradus. Don't want to ruin your goal difference whatsoever, but just try to stay in this one. Doradus are going to restart here. Estrada back into Guevara. Ball over the top. Willie Lopez wins it. He's got nobody to run onto that, and Casey's going to play that safely back into Thomas Viscuso, who's really had quite an easy night so far. Velasquez into Viscuso. Casey just playing it around this back line. Lynchburg are just looking for Doradus to bite and a break through the lines. Viscuso goes deep once again into Fitzgerald, one-on-one with Quincy Marshall. He's just gonna let it go out of play there, knowing it went off Mr. Quincy Marshall there. Seems we have another substitution, first of the night for Lynchburg. Oh, and that is left winger Brooks Walker coming off. Oh, it is not. Apologies, he's getting the ball. That is Fitzgerald, the second goal scorer. And he is being replaced by, just get that number in one moment. But that'll be Fitzgerald's night over, getting that second goal to solidify this lead for Lynchburg. And he is out. Brooks with the throw-in. Good clearance by Marshall, not fully out yet. David Franco is picked up by Krychowiak into Felipe, strikes, and that's a good save down to his right-hand side from Jack Pinson. He's gonna be, as you can hear, he's a little unhappy with his back line in midfield. He's not having enough energy to keep up with this Lynchburg side. That's Pazmino standing over the ball once again. Or Krychowiak, my apologies. Back post. Flicked on by Eberle, but not the right way for him. It's going to go out for a Doradus goal kick here. Jack Pinson again, going to be very unhappy with some of the effort he's seen in front of him. He's the reason it's not 3-4, 5-0 so far at this point right now. Fouled on that left-hand side. Willie Lopez. Doradus are going to restart in about that 35-yard line. A little below, but Edwin Guevara. Great header there by William Casey. Pazmino tries to pick it up, but Luke Eberle too strong in the midfield. Substitute into Felipe. Good physical duel in the midfield by David Franco to win that back for Doradus. Just need to keep up that energy and physicality. Errant pass is going to make its way back into Lynchburg possession. Krychowiak into Luke Eberle. Those two have been running the midfield for Lynchburg tonight. Velasquez. Brooks coming deep from that left wing position for Lynchburg. Felipe just gonna recycle possession. Ball played in from Velasquez, flicked on from the striker. Massenet trying to get on the end of that first second of the night. He's not able to. David Franco coming deep to receive. Andrew Terrence is going to play it back. Estrada. Doradus just having a hard time trying to break down this Lynchburg mid-block. Taryn comes to receive. Doradus slowly making their way up the pitch. Estrada. And that's great anticipation to get to the ball there. That's the goal scorer. Not this game, but the main goal scorer for this Lynchburg side, Kyle Garnett, playing right back for him. One of the leading goal scorers in this early UPSL spring season so far. Apologies, may have missed a substitution there. But Guevara is going to pick it up for Doradus. Driving. Linking up down that left-hand side for Doradus. Not exactly where they wanted it, but they're pushing again. At that left-hand side of the 18, looks to play the ball in. Deflected. But Doradus just keeping the pressure on so far. If they could get one soon, they're not out of this. Willie Lopez. Again, Willie Lopez, it drops to him. Will he have a shot? It's always rising for Willie Lopez there. A little bit of frustration, but sometimes you got to take a pop shot. Never know where it's going to go. It looks like Felipe Rodriguez is going to be replaced in the midfield here. As well as Mr. Quincy Marshall in that back line for Doradus. But play restarts with Casey. Makes its way into Massanet, but Doradus picked that right back up. Hopeful ball over the top. Just gonna make its way back into Viscuso. There's also another substitute who's come on for Doradus, Gerardo Flores, that's number 27. Langer once again from that left back position. Great ball, just sniffed out by Andrew Taryn. But still stays with Lynchburg. As well as we've got Kevin Uceda substituted in for that Lynchburg side, number 13. That's him right there, Kevin Uceda receiving the ball. He's going to play it right back out to Langer. Langer get a ball into the box. It's not where he'd like that whatsoever. Jack Pinson with the restart. Coming down to about the last 15 minutes. Doradus are going to need something quick. Good win. Ball headed on. Pressing that back line, Doradus. Langer gets it cleared for the time being. Willie Lopez. That's out of play on Doradus. Couple unhappy players with that call, but main official always has the best eyes. Hopeful ball into Massanet, easily dealt with by Guevara. Pinson, once again, just lashing these balls up the field. Pazmino into Willie Lopez. Willie Lopez coming quite deep from that forward line. Try to keep possession for this Doradus side. Guevara. Cabani receives and turns. It's back into the midfield, into Taryn. Substitute. It's number 16, Leonel Sanchez, as I said earlier, at that right back position. Langer into Velasquez. Viscuso way upfield to Massanet. Massanet wins it in between three Doradus attackers, and he still has it. Goes for a shot. Blocked, but he still keeps possession somehow. Surrounded by white jerseys. Krychowiak plays it safely out into Kyle Garnett. He's going to recycle possession. Luke Eberle. Big challenge there by Willie Lopez. Abdul Kabani is going to pick it up on the break, and it's a poor pass into Willie Lopez. Again, those final third passes for Doradus is what's let them down. They've had good link up at times, but just getting into that final third and making the right pass and getting into the right position, it's absolutely what's let them down. Deep ball from Viscuso. Estrada's just going to clear that right out of play. Kyle Garnett. Krychowiak. Ball regained here by Doradus. Taryn's going to play that. It's good reception there. Sanchez plays it into the back post. Willie Lopez looks to rise. It's a little too high for him, and Lynchburg clear their lines, feeling a little bit of this Doradus pressure. Massanet trying to get that off of Guevara. Taryn. Estrada. Bit of trickery on that left-hand side. Plays the ball in. Not where he wanted that to go. Bounce in the midfield, keeps for Doradus, but William Casey steps to that. And number 20 up front for this Doradus side, substitute Leonardo Sainz. Foul in the midfield on Doradus. Willie Lopez keeping that pressure and that energy up for this Doradus side. If anybody's been giving it his all this match, it's absolutely Willie Lopez. Referee unhappy with the off ball. And I guess I was wrong with Guevara already being on a yellow. So he would have been sent off there. That is Guevara's first yellow of the match. That must have been Quincy Marshall, his center back partner who was booked earlier and who was replaced by Eusebio Macedo. Kyle Garnett looking to get this back into play for Lynchburg. Just hold on for these last 10 minutes and jump up to number 1 in this UPSL DMV South B group. Lynchburg just being so refined in their possession. Doradus fighting valiantly to keep this at 2. Lynchburg absolutely having the bigger chances. Again, Jack Pinson has kept them in this match for the most part, keeping this to just the 2-0. Ball played in. Back post, 1-on-1, wins it! And that is the miss of the game. Maybe the miss of this spring season so far, my word. Amon Lewis is gonna want that back. Just did not get under it. Just had to give a little touch right into the goal, but a little too excited there, unfortunately. Taryn looking to break out of this press by Lynchburg. Pesmino out wide to Estrada. They're working through it. Cabani down the line. Willie beat William Casey. Cuts inside. Cabani has a strike. And that's 2-1 Doradus off of the deflection. The keeper believed he had it covered, but it's deflected into that far corner for Cabani. About 7.5 minutes here left. Doradus suddenly showing life. Be a fantastic point if they're able to tie this up in these last, my apologies, not 7.5 minutes, about 8, less than 8 minutes now restarting. Krychowiak in the Brooks, but it's going to drop to Guevara, and he clears for Doradus. Willie Lopez on that far side picks it up and is going to drive. He's going to play it back into Guevara. Guevara with a good switch into Sainz. Looks to play in Cabani, but Velasquez gets in the way of that. Estrada at that left back position, sizing up Amon Lewis. Lynchburg picked that back up. Chipped in over to Amon Lewis. Could have put this game to bed a couple seconds ago. The swings of going from almost 3-0 to 2-1, I know that's got to be on Mr. Lewis's brain right now. Hoping Lynchburg can hold off for these last 7 minutes here. Foul. Just gonna relinquish ball playing duties into his keeper Jack Pinson, who's gonna hoof that up the field. Good win by Luke Eberle though. Amon Lewis looking to come through a couple Doradus players, but Doradus win that. They give it right back. Willie Lopez picks it up. Abdul Kabani, the goal scorer, she's clogged up on that left wing position. Taryn. Guevara. Macedo. Looking to play in Kabani. William Casey picks it up. Just playing calmly out of their back line as they have all night. Lynchburg playing it over the top to the goal scorer, Massonet, but out of play will be a throw-in for this Lynchburg side though. Ball in down that right-hand side. Massonet loses out to Guevara. It's gonna be Doradus ball with about 5 minutes left and maybe some added time. Doradus are running out of time to get that equalizer. Langer's he just wanted it more there. Amon Lewis picks it up. Taryn wins that duel, and Willie Lopez again coming back to do a lot of good defensive work for this side. Jack Pinson's going to take all the space they'll give him. Looking for that switch. It's not going to make it into Abdul Kabani's path, but Doradus do pick up possession in that midfield. Too big of a touch for Willie Lopez. And Lynchburg are just going to look to hold on for these last few minutes. Huge result in this UPSL DMV South B group. Again, it'll take them to the top of this division. Doradus just need to keep trying these last few minutes. Kabani chases that down. It's easily dealt with by Velasquez, Lynchburg captain in that back line. Played back into Jack Pinson. They're going to make all the use of his ball playing ability. And someone called that a commentator curse. Jack Pinson plays it about 5 yards out of play. Doesn't normally do that. And we've got a substitute for Lynchburg. Kyle Garnett coming out of that right back position. Oh, it's not Kyle Garnett. That is Brooks, who's playing the left wing position for Lynchburg. It's going to be a more defensive setup for this Lynchburg side. Taking out an attacker, putting in a defender there. Just going to, again, like we said, hold on for these last couple of minutes. Doradus still pushing. Big switch into Signs. Great challenge in that right back position from Garnett. Showing his work rate going from the front line in that first half, playing left wing, playing right wing, to slotting into this right back position very easy in this second half, not having any problems. Maybe besides that Abdul Kabani deflection goal there, but can't say there's much else down that right-hand side for the Lynchburg back line. Doradus again looking to build, trying to find something in these last 2 minutes. Estrada's going to play a deep ball into Willie Lopez, and Willie Lopez's touch is going to let him down. Langer picks it right back up. He's been very solid at that left back position all night for Lynchburg. Krachowiak's just going to play it up the field, out of harm's way. Estrada. Guevara. Into the midfield for Taryn. Just playing it side to side, looking to slowly get up the pitch here. Big switch into that back post area. Doesn't make it to its recipient. It's gonna drop to Kabani. Makes its way all the way back out to Willie Lopez. Doradus lose possession there. Eberly with a great ball out into Amon Lewis. Takes a strike. Just outside that far post, or that near post for Jack Pinson. Had it covered, did not even need to get a touch to it, but looks like Lynchburg will hold on. Doradus still coming. Leonel Sanchez, time and space, Willie Lopez doesn't make its way to the recipient, Abdul Kamani. Luke Eberly, who's been ever so consistent in the midfield for this Lynchburg side, is dispossessed. Bouncing. Lynchburg are just getting to every 50-50 ball, every second ball. Again, like we said, it's just that mentality and that energy. It's a little easy to say, but they just seem to want it a little bit more. Guevara. Down to Estrada. We are past our 90 minutes here. Kabani down the left-hand side, ball into the box, not cleared. It's a good near post save by Viscuso, but Doradus still with possession here, looking to find something in these last few seconds. Willie Lopez. It's great dispossession there by Luke Eberly. He's done a lot of hard work in the midfield, that number 10 for Lynchburg. Going into the 92nd minute, we can't have much time here for Doradus to find something. Langer into Lewis. Just out of play for Doradus. Approaching the 93rd minute. Again, we can't have too much time here. Kabani with another big touch. Just let him down. Good amount tonight, that first touch. Quickly played. That brings an end to that last possession for Doradus. Lynchburg regaining possession. Won by Doradus. A little bit of a late call on that handball, but referee thought about it for a second. Ended up giving that call there for Doradus. Set piece here to maybe end the game for Doradus. Absolute scenes if Doradus were to tie this up here. Jack Pinson, as we said, great ball playing ability. He's going to be over this one for Doradus. Plays it in. Drops to Taryn. Shoots! Huge save by Thomas Viscuso to keep it 2-1. very easily could have been 2-2 there for Doradus. Biggest game of the save of the game. My word. Can't even get my words out straight, Viscuso. That's going to be Estrada over the corner here for Lynchburg. Dying minutes, cleared. Taryn once again. And that will bring a close to this UPSL DMV South B group. Lynchburg 2, Doradus 1. Lynchburg, like we said, absolutely had the more lion's share of the chances, lion's share of the possession, but Doradus showing their mentality, not giving up until the very end there. Absolutely brilliant save by Thomas Viscuso in that last dying effort of the match. But we will be closing up here, everybody. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in. If you could leave a like, subscribe. Again, thank you for tuning in. I'll say Happy Mother's Day to all those mothers out there if anybody's tuning in. And